appreciate our knowledge and power, we turn to the no bullshit hour.
There's a lot of bullshit going on down here.
Let's just did breaking news. No more bullshit. No more bullshit.
No bullshit.
That's right. No more bullshit. Next week, News Today. We got it all. Listen now, the nursing homes. New York City. Underestimate them by 50%. The deaths in the nursing home, folks. I want to remind you, who did Governor Whitmer in Michigan copy?
New York.
New York. How come yesterday they reported 80 deaths and 67 of them from a long time ago? See what's happening?
Because we don't want to be New York now.
The DOJ is looking into it, been looking into New York. I don't know if they're going to expand it, and we need something done in Michigan. And we have breaking news here exclusively. We'll get to that. We're going to get to that.
All right.
Okay, we also, you wanted to talk about GameStop, what's going on on the market. There is a local angle to it. There's always a local angle to it. The Flint case, it looks like it's starting to fall apart, folks. We'll clue you in. You guys remember Giuliani's dingbat? What's her name?
Melissa Carrone.
The pole dancer, at least according to the photo. Yeah, well, she's dogging me out on a podcast. You guys going to have to hear that. It's getting stupid. My young friend... My brother, Jordan, Riffin L, is here. He's mobile. He did it. Got his license, insurance, plates, the car. Thank you for helping fix it. So we'll hear from him. And the NBN players. Yes, the NBN players make their debut today. Okay. They suck, but they're going to get better.
You got to start somewhere, right?
But before we get into it, just share, right, Red? Share. Settled in there. Let me tell you about ADR Consultants. Experienced overseeing more than $250 million in private and public construction projects since the turn of the century. Competent. Reduce your costs, increase your bottom line. ADR saved clients millions. They're experts in procurement and government compliance. Huh? Black Tony's going to start working. The ex-con.
He is?
Yeah, next week.
Good.
Yeah,
awesome.
That's ADR.
Good. Thank you, ADR.
No
That's
job
good.
too big.
That's great.
Isn't that awesome?
Is great.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Karen's pumped.
Also joining us is Grace Caros. Some good news.
Yay.
Some good news. She got a little business, what do you call it, grant?
Yeah, like an infusion, a little lifeline.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports. He goes around the country and he helps small businesses.
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah.
Till the governor and the government shit all over it. Huh?
They did.
We'll bring you that. But remember, ADR, honest, ethical, smart. Call Barry Ellen Tuck at 248-318-9424 for a consultation. 248-318-9424. Let me just tell you about David Hall Mortgage real quick before we start rolling. I want to thank him for being a great supporter of the No Bullshit News Hour. Drew's show, Elric's show, Denny McClain show. How's Denny doing?
He's doing okay.
He's
had some tough times.
Yeah, but they got a following, that show.
Yeah, they do.
Supports all of us. Listen, rates are currently in the twos, so call today and find out how much a refi could save you every month on your home. I told you. Been telling you. Remember? Told you the economy was shaky when they said it wasn't. It is. Start doing your finances. Get it correct. Go to davidhallmortgage.com or call 248-308-5000. That's 248-308-5000 and make sure you tell them we sent you here, the No Bullshit News Hour. Okay. New York.
Yeah.
Now get this. Attorney General Letitia James of New York State, a Democrat, puts the people over party politics.
Good.
What came out? 76-page report that showed Governor Cuomo and his minions we're wildly undercounting the number of deaths in the nursing homes in New York State.
What a surprise.
It could be as high as 16,000. They're reporting 8,000. Right? What did they do?
What's the criminal charge?
Well, there is no criminal charge, just an investigation.
Okay.
Because we all know what happened in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When was that? March 25th. He's requiring old people with COVID to go back into the nursing homes, no testing in place, no PPE in place for the workers.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, because a couple weeks later, Michigan cribs it. Now, remember, everybody, Cuomo got caught out on that. So about what? Late April, he stops doing it. Okay, but they stop counting. Now, you catch it in the nursing home and you die in the hospital, they're not attributing it to the nursing homes.
It's almost like an out of sight, out of mind. We're going to stop doing that, so we're going to stop counting it. But we kept doing it.
Yes, we doubled down on it. What's that, Karen?
I said, did we? Did we really?
Yes, we did, because I go on my Facebook page. I couldn't believe it. It was around May 15th, May 17th. I expected her to dump it. She re-upped it. In fact, we never started counting them until July. July, folks. So now when you see these death counts, as we've been telling you, now you know where they're coming from. They're not coming from this week. They're coming from last month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months. They won't even tell me. I called them up. I said, when you go through a vital record, a death certificate, and you attribute the cause of death to COVID, do you put it in the nursing home column if it happened there? No. No. So I'm in the Freedom of Information Act world here for you because New York will do it. Thank you, AG Letitia James, for doing the people's work because you're vigorous, you're independent, unlike our AG. Huh?
Yeah. No, I couldn't see her doing this. They're more of a team. Remember, they like to stress how it's a three-headed woman team.
The three amigos.
Yes, they get along. Yes.
Let's be proper in our Spanish.
Amigos.
Today's amigas. It's not getting anything done.
Feels like a shell game.
I woke up, I'm telling a personal story. I was drinking late with Red and his guitar player trying to get this song down for you. Went to bed. I woke up, I heard my daughter crying.
Oh, no.
14, because she's going to school. 14 years old. You know, at 14, that's 9th grade. Mm-hmm. All you ladies listening, hey, Karen, hey, Grace.
Yeah.
What a big year for a young woman. You're making a transition into high school. You're finding yourself. Your hormones are raging. You're in school. Then you're not in school. Add in these screens that the young people are growing up on. How people are mean to each other on them. How they don't return your texts. My daughter hadn't been allowed to make friends. Start the new part of her life. Right?
Yeah.
So she's sad. And she spends too much time on this, and I allow it.
Well, what are you going to do? If you didn't allow it, would she find a way?
Because it was so hard, I let her do it.
Yeah.
And everybody know I'm not a revoltist. I understand what COVID is.
Mm-hmm.
I've got friends died from it. Mm-hmm. But we know who it kills and where they live.
Yeah.
100%. Over 50% of all these deaths are old people in an institution that the states are supposed to monitor. That's going to be the number. You just saw it in New York.
Did you explain that to her?
No, I just hugged her.
Yeah.
What else could I do? I told her she's a champ. And she is. And then they got to do everything on the screens, and they're not prepared, a lot of them at that age, to be self-sufficient and be orderly.
Oh, I know it.
And because it's on a screen, it's hard for me to look.
Yeah. Nah, it's tough for the kids right now.
So what did we do? We messed up the kids to keep the old people safe.
And then there in turn, we messed them both up.
And how much is the economy out? Trillions?
Yeah, down 3.5% for the year. Mm-hmm.
And then all the borrowed money from the government, that could be $5 trillion.
Yeah.
All right, so we did it as a country. And what are we finding out? In-fucking competent government.
Oh, what a shock.
No, but it's outrageous.
It's very
Come
outrageous.
on. Why is nobody else pushing for an answer? This has ruined us. And Cuomo was the guy that the media was puffing up.
The hero.
Right, the hero. He's writing books. He's winning Emmys. You're a fraud. You and your brother cracking the jokes. I got nothing against Cuomo. I voted for Cuomo in my life.
I totally forgot he wrote a book. How
do you write a book in the middle of a pandemic?
I don't understand that at all. I don't know how you can put that out there when you have a job to do, a pretty serious job.
Everything is performative and exploitative. It is for selfish reasons and not reasons for those they should be serving. You can find that in almost everything, everybody right now. It's always something other than what they're supposed to be doing.
At some point, you have to do the job, though.
You should.
You have to.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
but who's doing it?
Hey, look at. Let's do that. I'm sorry, folks. AG. You know we've been on it. We've had I went and picked up bodies.
Yeah.
To let you know, we've had porters from the nursing homes in, right? State inspectors. This is the issue of the year. In this report, remember, it's just like Michigan. Cuomo says you got to go in there, right? Mm-hmm. In New York, they have about 600 nursing homes. About 100 of them have a 1-star rating from the federal government, meaning they're cesspools.
Yeah.
Right? Whitmer likes to say she didn't force anybody back. She gave the option, which we've been through. You did force them. You must. But remember those COVID hubs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you want to serve this population, you can become a hub. Don't forget the fact, on the other side of the building are non-COVID people.
Well, there's a plastic sheet.
Exactly. Yeah. So she incentivized it. If you take them, we'll give you $5,000 for a bed and $200 a day. So she's paying, and guess what? Over half of them had like a 1 or 2-star rating, or in one case, no rating at all. You took the worst facilities, you took the most vulnerable population, and you lied to us about the severity of this.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of lying at any level, federal or statewide. Just come clean with us. And remember early on we were told, don't go anywhere, don't do anything, kind of shelter in place to an extent, except for the nursing homes where people get moving around. That does it. I don't know.
Karen, am I entitled to say the government lied? Is that too much?
No. Karen?
No, I don't think it's too much, Charlie, because, you can rephrase it how you want, but controlling, influencing, altering the truth to accommodate or to fit a narrative that fits with your agenda, it results in it's lying, and it's misleading, it's disingenuous, and people in our state are suffering as a result. No, that's not too much.
And we know mistakes are going to be made. It's just the nature of the beast. Okay, fine. We expect.
But say it.
Exactly.
Say we made a mistake.
And
say we don't know what we're doing. We're trying to figure it out. Say this is something new for everybody. But don't try to cover it up, because you've got people who are losing their lives and their livelihood at the expense of those cover-ups.
Yes, and again, fix it. Listen, all of you out there, thank you for being part of the community. You know she had to know. I've been writing and saying it for God knows how many fucking months.
Yeah.
And the last week when we're on it is a lie by omission.
A lie, yeah.
Last week when we just get off the air, who resigns / gets fired? Who gets fired? Robert Gordon, the general of the COVID response, the director of Health and Human Services.
Please explain this one to me. I don't understand what happened there, because she's not talking about it.
Yeah, okay. So he resigns or is fired or whatever. Why? The press asks. She won't answer. Says, I think I've addressed that. Finally, somebody in the press says she's lying. She didn't answer it. We never got an answer. So let me stop a second.
Please.
What's wrong with the press corps? What's wrong with you? You sit there like a baboon and you ask a question, you don't get an answer, and you drop it? No, you're the press corps. You're supposed to know the answer. You're supposed to have his phone number. He's been in the position for 2 years. Yeah. He's been managing this pandemic, and you don't have an in? What about the people in the room? You actually are going to wait for her not to answer and then drop it.
Let me ask you this. You're a journalist. When a subject says...
Reporter, please.
A reporter, I'm sorry. When you hear that, I've already addressed that, we're moving on, doesn't that make you want to dig in more? You're hiding something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. Sometimes, like, you know,
Should empower you.
I get dug in on demolition and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's brewing, and everybody asks some empty questions. And I like kind of when the media parts. Yeah, me and him, 10 minutes. You guys just record it. I know I'm talking about. He ain't getting away with that. I'm coming with what I already know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's pathetic.
Is the question.
Absolutely pathetic.
Okay, so what happened?
So why did he resign?
I made a few calls. I'm not in the Capitol, but I know a couple of people. One, he's an Obama hack. He came from the Democratic National Committee. He was a plant. Whitmer, do one for the party. Find one of our hacks a job. What did he do in the Obama administration? Office of Management and Budget. The guy's a lawyer. He's got no health background. So from the rip, everybody's going, who's this dude? This weasel, this nerd, right? Mm-hmm. He's out to lunch. He's mismanaging it. Look at the nursing homes, right? Look at the PPE. Look at the vaccine rollout. This starts to become real bad for Whitmer. I'm told that some internal polling had been done.
Of course.
She's now in the negative range. You remember the poll, 72% love her.
Yeah.
Then it goes to 62%. Then it's 51%. It's not 51% anymore. And I'm sure, because this is a political game, folks, that's what Cuomo did. You get polls, you can get a Democratic pollster, and you're going to get a nice rosy picture. Are your old people satisfied with the rollout?
The old people I know?
Yeah.
Clearly not. No.
Karen? Older people you know?
No.
Grace?
No.
And no, nobody is. It's starting to happen. This thing out of New York should be huge for us.
Yeah.
Huge. Now,
take notice.
Breaking news. Give me the date. Okay, wait, let me do it again.
I don't know if I have. Okay. Go ahead.
Breaking news. Wait, hold on a second. Breaking news.
I wasn't ready for this.
2-bit ass show. Can't work like this in a fucking basement with no internet.
Lower level, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, the garden mezzanine. You're right.
Come on. It took me, 10 seconds? Give me a break.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We'll edit that. We'll do that in post.
No, we won't.
Okay. Breaking news. I got a call from former state senator Pete Lucido, now the Macomb County prosecutor.
Yeah.
The one that brought in some new legislation once the governor gave back the people of Michigan the state constitution.
Yes. Same guy that was on this show that said he's looking into this when he wins his election.
If there's murder, he's coming. He called me this morning. He has contacted the Prosecutors Association of Michigan, asking them to convene a blue ribbon panel to look into and discuss possible charges against the governor and her bureaucracy in their handling of the nursing homes.
Good.
Now, what does that mean? I said, that's nice, Pete. It's a nice political football. We're going to get a blue ribbon committee of prosecutors who don't want to cross the governor. Hey, but guess it's something.
Except, though, he's not making this public, so it's not a political move. He genuinely thinks this is the right thing to do.
Exactly. Yeah, and he doesn't want to look like, he's on a witch hunt.
Yeah.
But it could also increase awareness, Charlie. I mean, him doing that makes people that may not otherwise be paying attention say, hey, wait a minute, what do we need to look a little more closely at? So it's not necessarily a bad thing.
You know, it's funny, I don't have the exact quote, but it was Cuomo saying bad government is the enemy of the people. And he was talking about Trump. Right? Do you notice all this shit's coming out now that Trump's gone?
Sure, of course.
All the little leakage comes.
There's a lot of noise that's been removed, so now the real stuff comes out.
Yeah, watch big boy politics. At the White House today, a reporter asks the press secretary, is the DOJ going to open an investigation? To which press secretary punts and says, that's up to the DOJ.
Okay, yeah.
Here comes the pressure. But we already know the DOJ's looking. They asked for those documents. I want an answer. And then Reb was rightly saying today, okay, isn't it weird? We got the vaccine, and now it's morphed.
Yeah. Well,
And you know what I mean? It's just
as viruses do, but yeah.
Exactly. I'm not being hysterical, but I'm just saying, like, the long slog to nowhere.
Well,
Poor kid.
you still got to get these vaccines in people if you want to stop it before it morphs.
Where's
before
the
it keeps-
vaccine? That was a big story last week. Where is it?
Well, in her State of the State, she was very proud with how the vaccine's going in this state.
Yeah, I'm very proud.
All I know is I know two people personally that have received it. That's it.
Right.
None of the old people I know.
Fuck. Now, watch this. Watch politics, folks. Watch this horse shit. Biden gets in office. I'm going to do 100 million shots
in 100 days.
in 100 days, which is
A million
a day.
Yeah, good math. That was quick math. Look at you.
And how many are we doing currently?
Close to a million.
About a million a day.
Yeah. Hey,
Bullshit.
it's a promise filled. That's an easy promise to fill.
What the fuck? I'm ordering 200 million more shots.
Okay.
Good, they'll be ready by fucking fall. My kid's off to Harvard by then. And I'm talking about Harvard Pizza Shop on Shane. Because he's struggling through the school year. Oh, and by the way,
What a disaster.
richer kids, this is so unfair. Remember in Detroit, we couldn't even get an iPad for the kids?
Oh, yeah.
We had to struggle to find internet for them, which the mayor said he was going to wire the whole city, and that one. Okay, I now know by my kid, you need 2 screens. One you're working on, and one you got to look shit up.
Yep.
Yeah. No, you're 100%
How does a
correct.
kid,
My 6-year-old.
broke.
Same thing. Yeah, you're gonna have 2 screens.
how did, real quick, dude, how did you, Jordan, how did you do the last couple of months at King? Did you go to school, or were you doing it? You can just tell me. Come here.
You're not camera shy.
Most of it.
What's that?
We did most of it on the computer and stuff like that.
Jordan.
How's it going, Mama Cat?
Like on a laptop?
Yeah.
Okay, then you had internet?
Yeah, I did, but I had some classmates that did.
What'd they do?
They tried their best off of the phone. It crashed a lot. And
It just,
yeah.
they got lost.
Yeah, basically.
They just got lost.
Basically.
That's a whole generation of shit. You didn't get your graduation either, did you?
No, I didn't get the graduation, but I did graduate.
I know, my man. Proud of you, dude.
Likewise.
Go sit back,
We got to give him a party, Charlie.
back in the corner. We got him a car.
Yeah, geez,
Here,
Karen.
here's a coney dog too, kid.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Okay,
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. That's a great gift.
nothing's wrong with it, but I'm saying.
I mean, come on.
so now let's take it somewhere. Grace, welcome in.
All right, thanks for having me.
Go ahead, do your coney commercial, because I fucking...
American Coney Island, 104 years, 3 generations. Order a Coney kit, AmericanConeyIsland.com, or come down and see us, support us. We get to open at 25% capacity Monday, but it's kind of whatever.
25
Until 10 o'clock.
Thanks for that. Well, until 10, yes. You know, but something could pop tonight, and we may get new executive orders tomorrow. This is how it's been going, so we'll see.
So
I
listen,
hope
if you want it for the Super Bowl, you got to put the order in by
tomorrow at 9 p.m.
tomorrow being...
Being Saturday,
Right, so if you're listening to this Sunday, don't do it.
don't do it, right. But you'll get it the week after.
Yeah, so go ahead and do it.
So if you're listening to us live now, order your Coney kit for Super Bowl.
And already you're at about 600 kits?
A lot, yes.
Wow. It's as big as Christmas. Red and I work the warehouse.
Yes.
Working people.
Yeah, I have great helpers.
Oh, that's good.
Do you guys wear masks and gloves, Charlie?
Well,
Brad?
yes, we're.
Yeah, of course we do.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah, of course we do.
Come
But
on
You
now.
know by executive order, we don't have to wear a mask down here because we're broadcasting. Mm-hmm. That's
It all depends. Yeah.
stupid.
What'd
Okay,
you say, Grace?
Yes. Don't even get me started. I can't.
so how's your business doing? We don't want
It's shit. It's terrible. I mean, it's not just me. All the restaurants and small businesses, we're down like 75, 80%. I mean, but I'm grateful that I'm still open because half of them have already closed, and the other quarter of the half you will not see ever again. It's terrible.
It's such a big
It's so
employer.
sad. So sad.
It's like 1 out of 5 people are employed in a restaurant in
Yes.
this state, something like that.
Yes.
Over 3,000 have closed.
Yes.
So here, dig this, folks. Ready? Breaking news. Mark, with the fucking coney already.
I'm stuffing my face.
He is stuffing his face.
That's the best commercial, Mark, because you've eaten it.
What do you want me to do?
Breaking news.
Don't talk with your mouth full, Mark.
Try
Come
yelling
on.
at me.
Don't do that.
Breaking news. Grace,
Yes.
is the latest recipient of the Barstool Fund.
Yes.
David Portnoy.
Yes.
It's not breaking news. It's a week old. But the follow-up story is breaking
But it's
news.
still going, so it was quite a surprise, I must
Who's
say.
David Portnoy, and what is this thing? Real quick.
David Portnoy started a sports gaming internet thing called Barstool. I myself didn't know really who he was until just a few months ago when I was seeing restaurants connecting with something called Barstool Fund. Anyways, not to too many words. Made in Detroit reached out to him. He came to Detroit at Greektown Casino to do some stuff with a sports book. They gave him my number. I was pulling into my house at about 5 o'clock on Friday, and I got a phone call. And it was like the funding phone call. He does like a FaceTime call with you, and it's quite a surprise. Fast forward, then that evening.
So you win. Basically, he's going to give you some money to operate.
He gives, yes. He
tries
throws
to keep you going.
And he checks in with you every month after that. And it's really something that, I mean, who does that, you know?
Let me do, if I might.
Not the government.
Let me do this.
Government.
So we're going to get to the next part. Let me say this. I don't know the cat. I don't know what he's about, right? He's controversial. He's a bigot. He's
A racist, a misogynist.
All of that. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. All I know is my friend got a helping hand, okay? He comes downtown, and he does the video. Here he is. Look. He's like, let me do the
he's a
taste
good
test.
guy.
Don't forget, my good pals at Lafayette are right next door to my good pal at American. It's an institute. It's, you know, Detroit.
Yeah.
That's what we're about. So dude comes and he does a taste test. Who won?
We won.
Of course.
We won.
Right.
But I mean, if you see the video, like millions have, because this thing has gone crazy viral, what's the difference, Governor, all of you, city, than all the people during the holidays that were at the mall standing up eating in the food court with their masks down?
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Well,
here.
I know, but see, I go
You're getting
crazy.
pissed. I want you to get
I'm pissed.
I'm going to set it up, though.
Yeah.
So look at the video. Look at him there. Oh, very nice, right? Nice
Yeah.
advertising. You both saw a little bump. It's cool.
Yes, it helps us.
A nice story in a town with too few of them, right?
Exactly.
So there he is with his mask off, eating in a restaurant. That's a no-no.
Oh, boy.
Forget the fact that Monday, that's completely legal.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a week later. I mean,
week
it's
later.
ridiculous.
So what happens, Grace?
Well, what's funny,
And
too,
nobody's there. Nobody else is in there. So
No,
it's
because
not,
we can't
You know,
let
it's not
anybody-
Go ahead,
compromised from a
Margaret,
social distancing standpoint. There's nobody else around.
No.
not only that, people can see the video now if you're watching on Facebook Live. He's 5 feet from being outside. So it's 5 feet makes a difference there.
It's a joke,
It's
Mark.
a total joke.
Okay, look.
So what happened?
Look, there's Audie in the background over there. Look at him.
Yeah.
Hey, look, come over here. Come over here.
He's outside.
Much better. And it was a funny bit because
It was.
Lafayette got exposed for buying their chili bulk from, National and lying about when they were founded and stuff. They're cute guys. It's funny, right?
It is. It was great. This is one of the best videos done for us, but it helped us. It helped both of us, American and Lafayette.
Until Audie will. I got the last bit of videotape of Audie because they're not going to do any more video at Lafayette because this Wednesday, millions of people saw that video,
And they're still watching.
including the governor's hacks.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, you get a visit.
Wednesday, we got a visit from the city's health department, which got the call from the state of Michigan's complaint department that somebody saw the video up there in the state and send him in to make sure and see who was eating in there because they saw the video and someone was eating in there. So they came.
So you were going to get a ticket.
I was going to get a ticket. Well, first of all, I came in. I go, "Why? What's up?" He goes, "I'm here because the state saw a video." I go, "Are you fucking kidding me?" But it's real because that's all. I mean, we follow the rules. We have been following the rules anyways.
I know. Look how empty the joint is.
We have been for 11 months.
So you don't get a ticket, you get a warning.
I got a warning, and he wrote out a report in the warning. Yes.
Okay. Not to be done, not over.
No, it's not over.
How often have you had a visit like that before?
Okay, listen, when we reopen the dining room again, that's a great question because I want to bring it up. So we had to actually shut down for a month and a half, right? Sometime in March, April.
Yes, I remember. Mhm.
We reopened because we were allowed to do carry out. Okay. So we reopened earlier than most places and did carry out because we're dying. I wanted to bring some employees back too. They're hungry because that unemployment shit still hasn't gotten fixed from the first time. But that's another story. Anyways, so we open up and we're everything, the acrylics, the masks. I mean, I'm proud of what we did. We were in there scrubbing walls. We didn't see one person from the health department. We saw them now. We saw them now.
Now, watch.
Interesting.
Next door, Okay, the inspector's job's not done. So he goes over to Lafayette. They're not wearing the mask properly. Maybe like, nobody's in there.
Chin diaper. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody's, it falls. Of
course.
$500 ticket.
Wow.
$500 ticket. I mean, what are you doing?
You know, it's ridiculous, too. This video, the second he's done eating, the mask comes back up.
Yes. What are you doing?
It's ridiculous. They should.
Just punking us. Now, when I'm down there, go to Deadline Detroit. I wrote the story. It'd be clear for you. While I'm there interviewing Audie, who won't be on video anymore because look what happened to him.
He's pissed.
And Grace, I'm sitting there, right, doing little videos. Bam, 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 bam. 5 on a semi-auto going off in the parking garage. Cross Michigan Avenue, next to the Book Cadillac Hotel.
Did they have their masks on?
Yeah, but it's the kind that goes over your head. They got the eye holes.
Bulletproof.
Did they get a $500 fine? It's ridiculous.
You should have seen it, like the crime scene tape.
Oh, it's
that the cops took out of the
sad.
trunk. They got to recycle that shit like it's Charmin. Like it's a big rat's nest of bullshit because. Please fix the shit. The government should get back into the business of governing. The crime is too high. The poverty's too high. The roads are nasty. We don't have the vaccine. The kids are falling apart. They don't have internet. They don't have internet. The Chancellor, what's his title?
The superintendent.
Nikolai Vitti, Dr. Vitti.
What's his title, Karen?
He is a superintendent of Detroit Public School Community District.
He put out a notice. He's not saying fake it, but he's asking the teachers, hey, when you're grading, can you take it a little easy? It's been real hard. A lot of kids don't show up to virtual school. We don't even know how many kids are in school, right? Vitti needs some more help from the state.
As if that district isn't overlooked enough sometimes. Those kids.
We just kind of quit on them.
Yeah.
But think about this, though, guys, just for a second. When all of this starts to, at some point, subside in whatever manner that looks like, think about the long-term and residual implications that this is going to have on especially our young people, but just on society in general. We're going to see, the recoil of all this for a long time in some ways that we may not want to see.
Yeah. And you know what? I know some of you out there, and I love you. Share, right? I know, like some of you are like old school hardcore Americans. You're like, look, they'll get over it. And you're right, they will. They will go on. But it still doesn't mean it doesn't hurt when I see my baby crying. I know she'll get over it. There's worse things in the world. Still, I don't like to see that from my baby. All right. So anyway, fix the fucking shit. Right, Jordan? For the sake of Jordan. Look, leaving this kid.
Yeah.
Okay, so you faked it. You faked the nursing home numbers. Now we know. And then you're busting struggling businesses?
Yeah. Instead of helping us, right?
Oh, fuck out of here.
Priorities.
That's the no bullshit news. Now, look, I'm going to tell you about Luke Nowacki, and then we're going to come back. And Mark is really into this the Gamestop thing and the market fluctuations and the hedge funds. We'll make it simple. And we'll explain what it means here in Michigan. How about that? How was that for a segue?
Sounds great. I'm already teased.
Right, and that.
I don't know where we're going.
Here, so Councilman Maurice Davis didn't exactly do his homework correctly. Love you, Mo. Thanks for this. He didn't do the disclaimer. He just did a. Just did a.
Separately owned and operated. Pick up the phone and call. When it comes to
It's really good.
an investment incorporated, there's only one company I call. Securities Investment Phone Call. That's Royal
Pinnacle
Alliance and Associate Incorporated.
He wants to remind you, if you're not among the ruling elite, keep that going, man. It can make your pals.
That's what they
If
do.
you're not among the ruling elite, you can make your pals' pockets fat off the taxpayers' back. If you're not a hedge fund that can shut down a little trading app because you're losing,
You want the call.
You can't ever lose, can you, Wall Street? If you actually have to work for a living, you're going to have to provide for your retirement and all of those people's. If you have questions whether you're on the right track, call financial specialist. Who? Maurice? That's right. Luke Nowacki.
Matter of fact,
248-663-4748. Grow your assets. From annuities to individual retirement accounts to college savings plans to good old stocks and bonds. Make that call now. Your politicians and children are dependent on it. 248-663-4748. Yeah, I know.
That's how he ended it. Nice, cool ending.
Oh, I nailed it.
Fade out or something. That was very.
I nailed it. I wasn't even trying to do that.
That was good.
I guarantee you this will get stuck in your head because it's been stuck in my head.
That's good.
As I'm gonna be jogging, when my pants aren't fitting, I'm feeling bad by myself. Drinking too much, not exercising.
Too many conies.
These babies, you got the Dunlap disease. Shit's Dunlapped over my belt. Right? But when I start jogging again, hit me with that.
Incorporated. They specialize in security. That's what they do.
I can't wait for no bullshit news players. It's going to be something.
I got a lot to live up to now.
Something. Thank you, Maurice Davis. And listen, if you're curious about what a short say, call Luke Nowacki.
Yeah, I spoke to him a lot this week, actually, because I've been obsessed with watching CNBC and what's happened with GameStop. And for those that don't know, GameStop is Blockbuster for video games. You know, Blockbuster just disappeared. It's gone. Same is happening to GameStop. So they're not...
And AMC, like the theaters.
AMC's a little different because movies will come back, but...
No, these are just stocks in play.
Exactly.
Okay.
So a hedge fund knows they're going out of business. They short it. They short it beyond what you should even be allowed to short. And a Reddit forum notices this and says, fuck you. We're buying this. We're raising the price. Now, do you want to explain shorting?
Here's what shorting is. There's a stock, okay, and it's worth $100. What a hedge fund or even you can do is you can actually borrow that from its owner, and you pay a little price called the premium, right? That's what you're going to do. And at the end of, say, 30 days, you got to give the stock back. Mm-hmm. So the idea of shorting is, I don't think this fucking company's worth $100. I think it's gonna go short. It's worth $20, right? So what you do on January 1st, you buy it for $100, you sell it for $95, because you think by February 1st it's gonna be worth $20. So you just made a buku amount of money, but you have to give the stock back at the end of the term. That's selling short.
At whatever the price is.
Right. So Reddit and all the hipsters and millennials and stuff using this new app called Robinhood, right? Because now
Robinhood, Webull,
it's like my kid. I hope my kid didn't find out about Robinhood. I don't know what she's doing in there with the street. Gambling money you don't have. Because remember, you pay a premium to do this.
Yeah.
Right? You got to return the shit at the end of the... You got to buy it back, basically.
Whatever the price is, which is why they wanted to jack up that price to really...
So the millennials are like, fuck evil Wall Street. You know what we're going to do? Hey, everybody. And they all get on Reddit and go, everybody buy it and fuck this hedge fund. Mm-hmm. So they did. And then this hedge fund going to go broke. It's worth billions.
Now,
fuck them. It was great. One but a little guy.
Meanwhile, their favorite brokerage or app of choice to do it on is Robinhood. And what drives me nuts is Robinhood is posing themselves as this egalitarian. Anybody, steal from the rich, give to the poor. Except there's a little problem when they're backed by a hedge fund that helped float the other one that made the bad bet. So after the first day when it really blows up mainstream and it's all over the place, you can't escape the news. The following day, Robinhood goes, "Oh boy, we're a little short on our margins and what we owe. You know, the money they are borrowing because they lend it out to other people." So they halted trading on about 13 tickers and just said, "No more on this."
So let's go. Let's make that simple. What Robinhood is looking at is, holy shit, they didn't pay us in full for the stock. They paid a premium. These fucking millennials don't got the money either. Holy shit, we're in trouble. We didn't know it was gonna do this. Number two, Robinhood is like, I know I look cool, but my daddy's rich. My daddy's actually flown me. I know I got a bong, right? But I got a fucking Beamer in the back, and my daddy did it. That's what happened.
So it's been...
So now, watch this. Hey, millennials, you had to figure this one out. The hedge fund guys are smart. They know it's going to go out of business. It's not worth the money. You went and paid double the price for it. Now all the millennials are like, we got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I got to get the fuck out of that stock. But Robinhood shut it down. You can't move your stock. That's what's going on.
And today it opened back up, and the price shot back up because now they've really emboldened these people. About 50% of Robinhood account holders had some GameStop shares. So they know what's going on. And then they'll sit and cry about, or the hedge funds will cry about market manipulation by the crowd and the crowdsourcing, yet they practice market manipulation. Nothing controls the markets more
it's the same thing.
than a hedge funds. Hedge funds control the market. Make no bones about it.
Yep. Remember Occupy Wall Street and all that? Nobody went to prison.
You know, that's a good point, Charlie, because this is kind of Occupy Wall Street 2.0, and what's going to change out of this? Somebody tell me.
Zero.
Nothing's going to change.
That's
out
why
of this.
we were discussing. I go, okay, we'll talk about it. I study finance. It'd be fun. Nothing. It's just the story du jour. Nothing changes.
More regulation to keep us
More regulation.
Yeah.
You think that's coming? Mark is against it.
Well, yeah, they're talking about taxes on trades, which you got to have margins. You got to have things moving
I'm for
around.
taxes on trades in terms of discussing it. I'm not a tax and spend dude, but we cut corporate taxes in half. The government is deficit spending for the last 2 decades. Our roads are shit. We got to come up with a revenue source for the public body, for schools and roads and internet. We got to.
Yeah.
So where's all the money? That's just a fucking casino. Think about what we're talking about. It's a stock. It's not, it's just a stock. What's it going to pay you? Remember dividends?
Sure, yeah.
You make a profit and
Well,
every little
that's the thing. GameStop is
share
worth
you
it.
owed, you get a little bit of money. It's not even about that now.
Yeah. No, it's GameStop this week has been the new Bitcoin.
Yeah.
There's nothing to back it. It's all gambling. It's all speculation.
And what is Bitcoin? In the end, Bitcoin is back. Its valuation is in fucking dollars.
Always.
It's like the Black Tulip scandal in fucking the Netherlands.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, that's quite a reference.
Crazy. So, what's the local angle? Remember Rocket?
Yeah, when they're big IPO,
I
yes.
looked them up, see how they're doing in this thing. I'm a local guy. According to one analyst, a third of their stock that they issued is now sitting in a short
position. Great.
People are shorting that company. I don't know why, but I will tell you the news from Cranes.
Yes.
They did it. Berkshire Hathaway did a study, and Cranes wrote about the study. Here's what it says. With nearly a year's worth of supply for sale, downtown Detroit's condo market is oversaturated. Okay?
Interesting.
Look, here's the bullet point. Now here's the point. Here's why you come to No Bullshit News Hour. According to Berkshire Hathaway, that is Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett,
That's the
very
big boy.
respected organization.
Since February 2019, can you repeat that for me, Karen? February?
Since February 2019.
So that was how many years ago?
It feels like an eternity.
Almost 2. It'll be
Okay,
2
let's round off. 2
next
years
month.
ago.
This is the end of January.
How old is COVID? About 1 year old.
Almost just shy of 1 year.
So
That
this was
March
a
of
year before
2020.
COVID, when the market was going bazonkers,
Bananas,
right?
yeah.
Everything was
Yep.
great. Come back. 98% occupancy downtown. You couldn't get anything, apparently.
That's right. I forgot about the 90%.
Because I'm down there working at the Coney, I never see any lights on in these buildings, man. Okay, since February 2019, Detroit's condo market has had 7 months or more worth of supply. 7 months means bearish territory. It's like, it's not a good investment. You look around the metro region, there's no occupancy rate like that. No. Meaning these fucking deals downtown aren't working out. They're not paying property tax. Brush parks in pieces. You see it now.
Will the Hudson building remain a hole in the ground?
Well, it's at ground level now.
Oh,
they say.
okay. I'm
But
sorry.
How do you complete a building without any architectural plans? Where are they?
Yeah. Well, and why would you do it if you have no tenants?
Charlie, we've been saying this for the longest. We've been saying that Detroit is overbuilt and underoccupied. We were saying this long before COVID hit, before the market crashed last year, before any of that. And now, because of COVID, things are changing. people aren't. I saw a story about a company in New York. They were about to get a second location. They have completely dissolved their leases. They have no brick and mortar space, and they're taking that money and investing it in their employees, making sure they have internet access. People are going to work from home. The work model has changed now.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's not happening.
100%.
And our population is still declining. That's something else that we haven't talked about. Numbers are still going down. We aren't building population here in the city.
And again, we've been misled. Forget COVID. Everybody wants to take the COVID mulligan. This is 2019 when, remember, December of last year, I wrote for the fancy British magazine,
Whoa.
The Detroit Comeback's a myth. Look at the financial underpinnings. So when this business magazine was promoting the shit out of it, when this business magazine, during the summertime when Rocket went public, well, Dan's gonna, pocket that money, and then he's gonna seed the trade, and he's gonna keep going, man, because it's hot, 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 and you might want to get in on it. Well, now, it never was hot.
Yeah.
And you took this kid, kid make $10 an hour. He pays taxes. He pays sales tax. That's going to the skyscraper. Okay, told you.
What skyscraper?
Right. All right. Next. I think this Flint. Listen, folks. Flint. Here, go breaking news. Breaking news.
I got it somewhere around here.
Yep. New filings. Madam Nessel, while you're not busy looking into the nursing homes.
It's so sad.
You're getting your ass mopped up by Rick Snyder, who's worth well over $100 million with really good lawyers. I think this case is probably going to fall apart. Number one, Red knows this. One, they filed a motion to quash all the charges, throw it out of court. Why? Because Rick Snyder's charged with neglect, right? What's
of office.
Yeah. Willful neglect.
Willful neglect. In the wrong.
They charged him in Flint, but none of what he is accused of doing did he do in Flint. He did it in Lansing. So you would naturally, if you've been around the block, you'll file it in Ingham County.
It seems like a pretty stupid mistake.
Here's the
Or
real,
intentional.
Here's the real one, folks.
Oh.
I just look.
I didn't think of that, Karen.
Here's the real one. You might be bored, but Flint isn't. And I love you, Flint, and Maurice and everybody. Remember when Shooty's people were doing it? Todd Flood, Andy
Yes.
Arena, and all the gang. And they said, it's going too slow. It's going too slow. You're wasting the taxpayers' money. You want to know why it's going slow? Remember the subpoena? Nessel found the phones?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Subpoenaed the phones they already had?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what happens in these kind of federal cases, now being handled by an AG who is not working with the feds. Remember, they handle chop shop RICO cases. They don't do financial stuff. What you do, if the governor's phone, he was talking with his attorneys. If anything's privileged, right? Even your wife,
Attorney-client privilege, yeah.
you're supposed to have what's called a taint team, or a, I know you'll all laugh at that, the taint, or call it a filter team. And what that is
It's
is
a
this.
referee.
What that is this. Reviewing, identifying, and segregating privileged information, okay? That falls to the defendant and his attorney. They're going to decide. So when everybody was like, look at that, Shooty's letting Snyder just give what he wants. No. They give you what they think is relevant.
Yeah.
Then there's the taint team that's got all of it. So if the prosecutor goes, well, I think there's something in here germane, the taint team pulls out, gives it to the judge decides. They didn't use a taint team. Nessel or,
So the prosecutor saw everything?
yeah,
Well, that's
it's a
that's
problem.
grounds for it to be thrown out.
It's a problem. So everything's frozen now while they decide. You see, look, let me see here. I got
Well, that's just a huge mistake.
Here she wrote this. This is Solicitor General Fadwa Hamoud to Snyder's lawyers. To your question, no, we did not use a taint team.
Wow.
That's a huge fuck up.
Any explanation why they didn't?
Look, you come on the program. You're invited the reason you won't is, again, I've covered a few cases in my life.
Yeah.
How would I wouldn't know about that. I knew that Shooty's people were doing this.
Wow.
But remember, Andy Arena on this program says he's dismissed, and he never sits down with him to brief him on where the investigation is. This thing is a colossal shit pie. I am so sorry for the people of Flint. You got a terrible settlement, and there ain't gonna be no justice.
Yep.
And now the bond attorney who put the whole thing together is running the budget office for Whitmer.
Yeah.
Again. Wow. Okay.
Say that again, Charlie. Charlie, say that again.
Which what? Which part?
About our new budget director.
Our new budget director is Dave Masseron. He was the bond attorney in Flint who worked for Mike Duggan as the CFO, but he's not even a certified public accountant. Right? And now we're in trouble. Detroit's financially in trouble. The receipts are down. Remember, oversight kicks back in. I'm not even sure they were able to issue those bonds for demolition yet because there's a question about its debt capacity. It's capped. It's capped. I don't know where we're at with it. Because remember, one of the guys that put that together is now the budget director after fucking Flint up.
There's a lot of bullshit going on down here.
I'm sorry, Eric Mays. Bullshit. Oh, one more thing. Remember we played the interview with the public works director of Flint, the guy in charge?
Yeah.
Ultimately of the
the
treatment plant that didn't work?
The deposition.
He's filed a motion to throw it out. You know why? Because the one-man grand jury, the judge, right, in Genesee County, the guy decided if these charges are good, lives in Flint. So would be prejudiced by the fact that his water was fucked. Why wouldn't you get a one-man grand jury that doesn't live in Flint? Wow. What are you doing?
Wow. Playing. Just playing, Charlie.
Okay, Flint.
This is all just manipulation stuff. Shell game BS.
Easy
That's
news,
what it
easy
is.
news. Easy news, easy news. Okay, now, finally, before we get to Jordan, get out of here, this is all the news you need, folks. It's all you need. It's everything in a week. Isn't it? It's everything you need.
Yeah.
You don't need any more. A listener, thank you, bro, for sending it. You remember Dingbat, Melissa, what's her name, Carrone?
Carrone, yes.
The Giuliani check? You know, I want to talk to. Did you see it?
Yeah. I could go to prison.
I could go to prison, my affidavit. It was all a fraud. I was at Cobo Hall. Well, I was at Cobo Hall, actually doing the work. So, she's done the rounds. She's done the thing. But apparently she's done a podcast a couple weeks ago. And it's nice. They were talking about me. It was nice. So, thanks to the listener who sent it in. Listen to this here. This is great.
This is
What's the name of the podcast?
I was just going to plug it. Yeah, Journey to Truth podcast.
Journey to Truth. All right, boys.
So they are.
Hey, boys, listen. I got nothing against you. Oh, they're handsome, those guys. I got nothing against you. Look, guys, here's the thing. I want the Journey to Truth, too. Right? So let me correct what's going on here. Let's roll the tape.
He wrote an affidavit, too. And
my name.
Huh?
Doesn't she say my name?
She did, yeah.
Let's hear it. I want to hear my name come off that hot.
I don't know if I can do that now that I've already trimmed it.
Okay, what'd you trim? Why not to gut it?
Well, I thought you were you set it up. You know they're talking about you, right?
Yeah, I want to hear her say my name.
Charlie LeDuff.
He
Say
wrote
it
an
again.
affidavit,
Wait, I'm
too.
bad lieutenant. Say it again. Say it again.
Her voice is annoying.
It is, right? That is some Midwest white girl stuff, like apples,
Jesus.
apples. Do you know where the name honky comes from?
Because of the, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Apples. That's where it comes from. That's where honky comes from.
Well, I believe she said before this, Charlie LeDuff. You know Charlie LeDuff? And they're like, oh, yeah, we know Charlie LeDuff.
Tomatoes.
Charlie LeDuff.
He wrote an affidavit, too.
Wait, okay,
And,
what? Wait, what she play that again? What?
Charlie LeDuff wrote an affidavit.
I wrote an
He
affidavit.
wrote an affidavit, too.
I wrote an affidavit too.
Damn, Mark, you nailed it.
You did.
Well, I've heard unfortunately too much of her.
Wait a minute. Wait. I didn't write an affidavit.
Yeah, that's funny. I was talking to you earlier today. And I'm like,
Fake news.
I started laughing. I knew you didn't write an affidavit. Is this just
Maybe she doesn't know what an affidavit
Thank you.
is.
I had to look it up, be sure I knew what an affidavit was. So, boys, people out there, Number one, I didn't write no affidavit. Go ahead.
Okay.
He wrote an affidavit too.
No, I didn't.
And never had to get up in front of court. Never testified.
That's because I didn't write an
I
affidavit.
said something to him online because I don't know if he said something to me first. I really can't remember. But I read his.
No, you were trolling me, babe. I read the back and forth. You were trolling me, called me a fake and a fraud, and I just said you're a nut. And I've invited you on the program, but now you're old news. It's the last you're going to be on here. Go ahead.
120%. Affidavit, and it was totally off. Completely off.
Time out.
Bunch of lies.
Wait, bunch of lying, 120% totally off. I didn't write an affidavit. This is the same chick that went, have you seen the qualified voters list? Have you seen it? 100% fraud. I'm like,
Do you even know the answer to that?
I do.
Yeah, well, did you put in an affidavit?
Everybody that voted in Detroit
our
was a
listeners
fraud.
are saying that it's an after David, not an affidavit. She's calling it an after David.
After David, yeah.
And after shaved.
Are you sure about that?
120%.
120%. Okay, go ahead. Here we go.
What did you guys do? Take it and do something crazy to it?
I remember. But I read his affidavit, and it was
David.
totally off. Completely off. A bunch of lies. And it said that he said he was standing by the garage door of the TCF Center when the van. He said he was standing
when the van didn't come
at the garage door
that you said came
at 4 a.m. and it never opened, and there was never a van that came in.
Time. Okay, let me get this one more straight, babe. Here's the deal. Yes, I was standing by the door for a couple reasons. If they did bring some stuff in the middle of the night, that's where they'd bring it. That's why I was doing it. For partial reason. Two, there wasn't nothing going on. There were no 100,000 ballots come in. Just wandering around, fucking around with people.
I recall you saying that you went by the door to smoke.
Finally, you're not allowed to leave that room. I'm a pretty heavy smoker. That's not easy to do. So every time that door did go, I go like this. You can't see from the podcast, but on Facebook Live, I just go like this. Right? Get in the back. The door opens like that. Here's a wall, and then there's some room here, and then there's some kind of machine over here. So you just go back over there. Right? And every time that bitch would open, I'd be gone. Right? Because it didn't open that much. So the reason I'm standing there is, one, that's where they'd come in, and I'm smart enough. And if it came in, believe me, I'm writing it. Oh, I'm going to write that all day long.
Yeah, well, it's a good story.
Pulitzer freaking prize over here. I owe nobody. I'm here looking out for you. 2, cigarette. 3, I was bored. There was no work.
Yeah.
There were no 100. It's bullshit. Go ahead.
But you said this before, Charlie.
I know.
I mean, not to, counter what she's. I don't know whether I don't know what she's saying or doing. But you said this at first in terms of reporting what happened when you were there. So,
Karen,
I mean, you said this already.
I did the community, but watch this. Here's the next part. This I cannot stomach. This is white privilege in a nutshell.
Well, just remember, she's on a journey to truth.
4 a.m. and it never opened, and there was never a van that came in.
Okay, where's Dix?
And I said, well, why were you standing at the garage door? What were you waiting for? Like, what do you mean? Nobody knew it was going to open.
Because I'm the man.
Right, nobody knew it was going to open,
Because I'm the goddamn man, that's
he
why.
He never responded. But then he also said that the TCF Center, one thing he was upset about is that they didn't have coffee.
Okay.
And I said, what are you talking about? I said, the only thing they had was coffee. I said, the only thing they had was coffee. I was drinking it all night. Like,
so white girls got coffee. Those of us down on the floor didn't get no coffee. In fact, I had to bring the Dunkin' and Donut carrier.
Charlie, that's killing brain cells. That is a dumbass conversation. Excuse my language. But it is.
It's a long journey.
There is a news connection
to the
here,
truth.
which is this.
Jesus Christ.
Folks, listen. If this is your flag bearer, if this is the person you're following, like something's wrong with this election, you got problems. I'm your brother. I'm honest. I work for you. This is nonsense. I told you what I saw, what happened there, right? I'm your brother. No bullshit, no fakery. I went and did the work. She can't keep a story straight.
Well, she's gonna try and do some work, cause didn't she announce she's gonna run for state rep?
Good luck. Exactly. I'm sure what the people of Grosse Pointe are looking for in their leader.
If I'm wrong, I can go to prison.
Now, the point of the news is this. Look, I'm there for everybody. I don't take sides. I want the people's business done. So what is it called? The statewide risk limiting audit has been completed, and they are putting their findings together. It's a fake. In the end, it is this. They take out a random ballot from all around the state. They hand count and go 1 for Biden. Then they run it through the machine and says, yeah, 1 for Biden. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's not an audit. That doesn't tell you who voted, if they live in the state, if they're dead, what time the ballot came in. It doesn't do any of that. That's what we're looking for, isn't it? Right. That would put and I'm for that. I'm for that. What you guys doing?
What? What's going on?
Okay.
Sorry.
Do your job, right, Karen? Because Benson didn't do her job, you got all these questions, and nitwits like this person who thinks I wrote an affidavit is your leader. No, listen. Madam Benson, do your job. Clean up the rolls. And if you can't, quit. You already know what's going on in the AG's office. Man. And the governor's office. Anybody? Oh, and screw you, Snyder. And yeah, Trump, you did badger that crowd. See what I'm saying? Wall Street is a bunch of clowns.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
UAW right up your ass, dude. There's 30 million, you cheats. You cheated your own workers. Right? Right. We'll get to the
Did you see
mayor.
how the money Chrysler paid, though, for that, in terms of, I guess, staying out of the whatever the issue was with the UAW? So they either had some role of responsibility, but they bankrolled, what, $30 million as a result?
You see the problem with the culture? It's bad. See the problem with the culture? It's just rotten. Government's ineffective. Everybody's angry at the government. Everybody. But don't go crazy. Don't burn shit. Mm-hmm. Get active. That's why, come here, my young friend. This is the deal, bro. Got the car.
Jordan!
How proud he is. He should be.
I hear it, man. Legal?
Fully legal.
Plates?
Plates good.
Insurance for a year?
Insurance for a year.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Chris.
Right on. Thank you. Thank everybody, man.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you all the No Bullshit News Hour subscribers, assisters, contributors. Thank you. It's only the beginning. You guys are here for me soon as well. Thank you.
And you know what?
No, Jordan, hold on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for showing us what it takes to truly help people and that you are worthy of an investment. So often people want to overlook young people because of whatever reason they want to hold on to. So thank you for showing us otherwise. We love you. We are behind you 200%. And you got to come and pick me up. We got to go to McDonald's at least real soon.
Got you, Mama K.
The world's your oyster, dude. Someday you're going to get to Gary, Indiana.
Oh, man.
But here's the thing. So when we went to the DMV together, the real cool people. That was fun. And we went to Chris's house, pick up the car. And I said to Jordan, you know how much this insurance is? Used car.
Yeah.
What year is it, 2006?
1999, man.
1999? Yeah, it's a 20-year-old car. The insurance is $4,000 a year.
Tell them about the first quote, though. It was
The first quote, we went to another $11,000.
My God.
What?
Yes. Remember, 18 years old,
Yeah.
lives in Detroit. See what I'm saying? That lives with another young person. It's gouging. So I say to Chris, you got a nice house in the burbs. I say, hey, Chris, how much you pay to insure the whole house? What do you say?
$1,500.
$1,500 for a whole damn beautiful house.
Wow.
$4 grand for the car.
And they wonder why people don't have insurance.
Right. So,
It's expensive.
So, you do what you want in your life, man. We're friends. We're just friends. We got this done. It's great. You're moving. Do what you want. But remember somewhere in there, you're next. You're the guy living it. Some of it has to do with self-responsibility. Some of it has to do with lawlessness. Some of it has to do with racism. Some of it has to do with corruption. It's much bigger than you probably even know right now. But I would love to see you at some point be next guy up. Try to fix the shit. Try to order it. Be the man, man. Be the leader. But do whatever you want in your life. Because if not you, who gonna do?
That's true.
Fuck, we need help, man. We need you guys. We need your generation.
Well, I'll let you guys down.
You're gonna make me cry, man. I got thug tears over here. Don't ruin my reputation.
You got it, Carrie.
All right, okay, so I'll be seeing you later, but why don't we just go outside? Why don't you take that long, beautiful drive? Everybody been wondering. I get in the mail. How's he doing? Is he driving you? Yes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, he's taking the driving test, and I'm like, okay, look, man. Here's what you do. Just check that blind spot, like check it like 1,000 times. They love it when you check the blind spot. So he comes back, and at first I didn't think he got it, but he did, totally got it. And I said to the instructor, did he check the blind spot? And she says, too much.
That's true.
All right, let's watch you sail off. And with that, I'm gonna take Jordan out. You can watch, and I want to introduce the no bullshit news players, the NBN players. First
mixtape dropping soon, right?
The most likely last appearance. And so you say, let me just introduce it. Red Can Sing and Riffin Ray just picked up the guitar 2 weeks ago. So enjoy it. And remember, try to love one another. Eddie Keating, I'll talk to you next week. I love you, man.
Yeah, it should be good. I don't know how well that will work, but I don't know how positive we're feeling about the No BS News Hour players either. It's a newly formed band.
We will see, Mark.
Let's see here.
What up, though? I want to welcome everybody. No Bullshit News Hours. These are, let me introduce ourselves. We are the No Bullshit Players. We got my man Riffin Ray. I'm rocking red, and we here to give y'all the outro today. Look at my man Jordan getting in his nice car.
Yeah.
Man, I swear for God, I wish somebody had bought me a 1999. I'm driving this 73 Gremlin, but that's okay. We'll get to that later on. We rock hard. We rock strong, whether it's right or whether it's wrong. We can take a song and make it bad, or even worse. But hey, that's okay. We're going to give you each and every verse. All right, are we in here? We plugged in here.
Yeah, you are.
Riffin Ray. We ready?
Yeah, hit it.
Making your way through the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nice no lights, the check is in the mail. Little angel and the cat by the tail. And your third fiance didn't show. Sometimes you just wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Oh no.
Where they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see we are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Wow.
Woke up this morning, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright.
Sure you want to do another verse?
We gonna keep rolling through this no matter if the song don't sound right. You interrupted me, but I'm gonna keep it going on. 'Cause this is what we do when we on No Bullshit News. It can't be wrong. You wanna go where somebody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know that people are all the same.
120%.
120%. That's right.
Well, bravo. Not bad for a first gig.
Listen here. We'll be playing on the corner at Mac and Bewick in front of the liquor store. We'll also be playing on Connors and St. Jean in front of the medical center. And I think I got us a gig booked next week at the dispensary on Schoolcraft in 7 Mile.
Well, you got to start somewhere, right?
Hey, we started from the bottom and we still here. Therefore, we're not losing right now. Hey, this has been the NBN Players. I am Rockin' Red. This is my man, Riffin Ray. Hey, we hope y'all enjoy. Remember, love each other, respect each other, and I guarantee you the world can get a little bit better. And always do your friends right.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be